This is Mr. Elmhorst with the help video for the third quarter benchmark STAAR Sim review. We're going to look at the first one. Haley has completed 2/5 of the test. So if she's completed 2 out of 5, then she still has 3 out of 5 left to do. So this is done. So we're not going to use that. We're going to use 3/5. 3 is divided by 5. So 3 goes inside, 5 goes outside. And then we just divide it out. 5 goes into 3 0 times, 5 goes into 30 6 times. That's the decimal value. And then to get percent, we multiply by 100 to get the percent. Number 2, which expressions are equivalent? So this is using the distributive property. So inside the parentheses, we have a group, and we're going to ungroup them. So we're going to take them out of the group. So we have 32, and we have 125W. Once we take them out of the group, both of them get an 18. So we distribute the factor. So here we have the first one that's being multiplied, 18 times 125W, and then 18 times 32. So this here one, we're multiplying too much. That's a negative, and all of it is not being multiplied. And this expression, 10 plus 8 equals 18. We're going to end up with the same thing. Okay. Number 3, 8 over 1 divided by 4 over 5. So that's going to be the first expression that's equivalent. We just change a whole number into a fraction by putting it over 1. And then we use the reciprocal, keep the first fraction the same, change to multiplication, and then reciprocal for the second fraction. So 8 over 1 times 5 over 4. So time is going to be the input, and calories is going to be the output. Input is independent, and output is dependent. So these are your independent variables, and these are the dependent variables. It looks like we're converting feet to inches. So we take the given information, 1 foot is 12 inches, and then we have feet given, and how many inches is that? So we can use factors, times 12 times 12. So we have 45.5 times 12. We're going to compare the earnings. Dublin and Caden. So we got 648 divided by 24, and we got 504 divided by 18. Looks like 3, maybe 2. 18 does not divide into 50 or 5. 2 times 18 is 36. And we subtract, and that's 4. And it looks like we have 27 or 28. So let's try 7. 7 times 8 is 56. I think that's not going to be enough. So let's erase that. So 8 times 8 is 64. And then 8 times 1 is 8 plus that, 14. Okay, so this is Caden. And 2 times 24 is going to be 48. I'm going to borrow. And I believe that is 7 times 24. And 7 times 2, 14 plus 2. Okay, and that is Dublin. We have 3 hours, and we need to change that to minutes. Well, each hour is multiplied by 60. So I believe it's just 60 times 3 for the quick conversion. Now, because it says 80% and 80%, that's just given information. This is actually just hours being changed to minutes. So we got 12 plus, and this expression means 3 to the power of 4 means you have 4 of these. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And 27 times 3 is 81. Okay, what fraction and percent are shaded? Now, because it's asking for the percent, that means the part is out of the total. Percent is out of 100. So we see how many are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. These are the shaded part out of the total circles. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we got 13 out of 20, and we can use factors to solve. Times 5 times 5. Pet adoption agency. How many dogs were there? So we focus on that word right there, dogs, and the total is adopted. How many were dogs is the question. 75% is given information out of 28. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can simplify or use cross multiplication and then divide by 100. We got 75 times 28, 56, 60, and 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 0, 0, 11. So we have 2100 divided by 100. $12.50 per hour for babysitting. And it looks like we have cost and hours being compared. So this is $12.50 for 1 hour. And the question is about 4.5 hours. And what is the cost? So we have $12.50 times 4.5. This is a data and statistics question. We haven't talked about it, but the range is the G minus the L. So 49 minus 18. So 49 minus 18 is going to be 31. So that is true. The median is 31. The median is the middle value from the data set. So we have looking for the middle. The middle is between 27 and 34. So you're going to add those two numbers and divide by 2. 34 plus 27. So we're going to find where are those two numbers split in the middle. 7 plus 4 is 11, carry the 1. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 61 divided by 2. We have 61 divided by 2. And we put a decimal value in there. We have a remainder. So the median is, so the first two are true. Select 2 correct answers. So the median is 87. So we're going to try and do, the median is the middle value. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the top. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to count up from the bottom. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the middle value is 87. That is true. The range is going to be the G minus the L. So 99, 99 minus 50. And that's going to be 49. So that is false. Most of the data is below, is 83 or below. We look at 83, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is false. Most of the data points is above 85. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is true. Put them into order from G to L. So we need the greatest. It looks like these are pretty easy conversions here. 2400ths, 2600ths, 3500ths, and then that's going to be 2500ths. Now we look at 2/5 and 3/8. 2 is divided by 5, and 3 is divided by 8. 5 goes into 2 0 times. 5 goes into 24 times. And we can call it, that one's going to be 40 hundredths. And 8 goes in there 0 times. 8 goes into 30 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. And that's going to leave 6. 8 goes into 60 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56. Bring the 0 down. So this is going to be 37 hundredths. So the G is actually going to be 2/5. So putting them in order, we have 2/5 is the greatest, 3/8 is next. That's 0.40, and that's 0.37. So those two are gone. Then we have 35%. Okay, and now we have 0.26, 1/4, and 24% is going to be the L, from greatest to least. Okay, we're looking for the trapezoid. So we're going to add the two parallel bases, 9 plus 15. So we're going to add those, divide by 2, and then multiply by the height. So the height is perpendicular. 16 doesn't have anything to do with this problem. That is a side length. It's not perpendicular or parallel for square units. So now 9 plus 15 is 24 divided by 2 times 14. So that's going to give us 12. 24 divided by 2. So we have 14 times 12. Okay, shape is a triangle. We have 1/2 times the base times the height. So the base measure is going to be 2.5 inches. And the height is 3. So you fill out our formula. Base is 2.5. And the height is 3. So we can take 1/2 of anything. So before we multiply or after we multiply, but we can do mental math here. 3 divided by 2 is going to be 1.5. So we have 2.5 times 1.5 for the solve. Base and height are perpendicular. So the base is 14, the height is 11, and the triangle is A equals 1/2 base times height. Got 1/2 the base, which is 14, the height is 11. We can do 14 divided by 2, which is 7. So 11 times 7 for the area. Now, this is a salary comparison. We haven't taught this unit yet, but we can find the difference in salaries, and then we can multiply by 15 years. I'm going to put the larger number on top, and then the smaller number on bottom. And then going to subtract. 15 minus 7 is 8. We borrowed 1 here. 8 minus 4, we can do that. So we got 6 minus 2. And then 4 minus 9, we don't have enough, so we're going to have to borrow. So it's 14 minus 9. And this becomes 11 minus 8. So this is 1 year. Now we multiply that times 15. 5 times 8. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2 is 22. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 2 is 7. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17. So we're done multiplying the 5, and we're done multiplying at that spot. So now we have 8, 4, 4, 5, 3. And add those all up. We're graphing points on the coordinate plane, 5, negative 3. And we're going to use x, comma, y, and negative 4, 3. That's going to be x, and that's going to be y. I'm going to start with positive. Positive 5 is x. I'm going to come over here and then go down 3. So over 5 down 3. That's the x, and this is the y going down. And then we have negative 4 for x, negative 4 for x, and then positive 3 for y. And you should have those 2 points, 5, negative 3, and negative 4, positive 3 for the 2 points. So plot the linear equation, and start with y equals 3 times x. So whatever x is, it's being multiplied by 3. So if we use x is 0, x is 1, 0 and 1 for x, we have times 3 times 3. So your first point is going to be at 0, 0, and your second point is going to be at 1, 3. I'm going to place a point at 0, 0, and then 1, 3. And it should graph the line for you.